He's not putting in a lot of work now, or maybe he's putting in a lot of work, but still that
after leaving Maven, he had a hit song.
So I mean, in recent times, Charlie, right now the way the other guys, the Ruga Dems and Charlie,
the young boys,
Charlie, the way they do things, Charlie, remember pressure.
Yeah, they'll give you pressure. So now, Reekado Banks took to Twitter this week to rant and lament. It looks like somebody is disturbing the guy. Now, the Nigerian superstar actually took to X or Twitter and claimed that some individuals within the Nigerian music industry are stifling the growth of vibrant talent. And in the post he shared, he said, "One day I would take an interview to talk about someone in the corners of the entertainment industry who is either absolutely clueless or playing demonic. Somehow, the brightest budding talents fall in their lap, and either through cluelessness or pure demonic activities, they agree to policies that effectively slow these talents down, and for some other talents, frustrate them out of pursuing their dreams one day." But I feel like the one day it will never come, because if that person is demonic, then it means that the forces around him is not going to allow you to have that particular interview. But speaking of such people in the music industry, it looks like there's been the rise in these artists having issues with the godfathers and the big men in the industry. How do we go about this particular one?
For me, I think in
because you are so fixated on Godfather and stuff, because you feel like they can show you the way, they can show you.
Oh no, I don't believe a Godfather will show you the way, but what I believe in is if there is a Godfather has his peers.
So things become easier?
No. They share conversations. There is always that kind of conversation about, probably Sika is my goddaughter, and I have conversations with people who are at the top rank, and a name pops up and they would want a recommendation. Because you are my closest pal, I would always put you first ahead of anyone that they are bringing. So probably they're saying they want someone to go and scout footballers, and we are sitting here. All of a sudden, Sir Chris is the first person to come to my head, because I have that kind of friendship with him.
What's the name for such people? The people that scout for football?
They are scouts. They are football scouts. Okay. So you are talking about a scout. Oh, I'm going to look for a scout at Sefi to do the. I know somebody. Oh, there is somebody there. So that place, the relationship with Godfather link up has worked.
Okay.
So I believe whoever, no matter what you do in life to succeed, you will definitely step on toes.
Yeah.
But find a way of covering whatever you've done to people, because there are people who are unapologetic, and I'm someone who is against that thing, because we all fault. To you might think, it's right, but you might have hurt someone. So maybe in the heat of the moment, you are not able to say the sorries and all of those things. But at a later time, or probably a year or more, you need to sit down with who you had that issue with to settle, because they can be the standing block. Recently, I was watching an interview of Slicky when he went on DJ Slim's podcast. And he was talking about, he's an event organizer. And he's into artist booking and all of those things. He said there are 3 major shows that have happened in this country that there are big men, whenever they make selections and they add Shatawale, they say no, because he has disrespected them. So I'm just trying to let you know that whatever you are doing, there are people who genuinely don't like you. That one, you are not supposed to do anything. And there are people, your actions has affected them and would not want to see you climb up. With a certain of people who genuinely don't like you, that one you can't do anything about it. That's their nature. But the ones that once liked you, that's due to your own action, voluntary or involuntarily, have affected them. You need to find ways and means to make amends with them. Because whatever in this life, no one is living on an island. You would always need people to support you. So I believe what Reekado is saying is true. There are people who genuinely would want to block you. And there are people you have stepped on their toes. who you need to, if it's not even an apology, sit and have conversations one-on-one with the people. Get to understand them, and they should also get to understand the point you are coming from. Then we live in a beautiful and harmonious world.
Sir Chris.
Yeah, for demonic, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Clueless.
It's everywhere. They're everywhere, even in the church. You think everybody...
Demonics, they're in the church?
No, the demonic he used...
Might not be...
It is not the meaning as in people being demon, but he is just talking about
the
people
things they
who
do.
will slow down your progress.
Yeah.
Yes, and everywhere, even in the church.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, so if you understand some of these things, you wouldn't complain so much. If you understand some of these things, you wouldn't complain so much. You just know there are people who would want to see me fall. There are also people who would want to see me rise.
Yeah.
So then what do? I mean, Sarkodie says something some time ago. He says, if in a household, you have 80% of the people liking you, and you have 20% of the people who dislike you, why would he waste his energy and time concentrating on the 20% of the people who do not like you? I mean, concentrate on the 80 who like you, because definitely there will be people who do not like you. They're everywhere. So I'm saying that he should just stop complaining and do his work.
Yeah, so Reekado Banks, please stop complaining and do your work.
It's been a while we even heard from him.
Yes. You know, he left Maven Records.
Oh, long.
Yes, he left. And then, so when he actually made this tweet, people were saying, because there was no name attached to it, people were thinking that maybe it was Don Jazzy. But then he has made it clear over and over again that he left Maven Records on a clean slate. And that there is no way he's going to stand somewhere and badmouth the man, because the man actually took him from nothing and made him somebody. I'm waiting for that day he would grant that interview.
I think he himself is he's not putting in a lot of work now, or maybe he's putting in a lot of work, but things that
after leaving Maven, he had a hit song.
Zumba.
Yeah. So I mean, in recent times,
Charlie,
right now the way the other guys, the Reekado Banks and Charlie,
the young boys,
Charlie,
the way they bring
the way they do things, Charlie, remember pressure.
Yeah, they'll give you pressure. So Reekado, don't be pressured, okay? If Nigerians are pressuring you, come to Ghana.
We love you.
We've opened our arms for you.
Yes,
Sir Chris is always available for you.
Yeah, we are available.
If you feel like the music
better
too,
still, we are available. We are available.
We are available. If the music too, you are not seeing top football, Sir Chris will link you up. You can go scouting, and who knows?
Yes.
You might find the next Messi.
You might be playing for
United.